before I open this up to questions. What I didn't talk about, actually, that neither one of us really talked about, is the consequences of the kinds of prosecutions, delinquency charges that are brought against children for this. Or at least the potential consequences. You know, we were all told when we were kids, and we did things wrong, that this would get down to your permanent record. Well, it turns out there actually is a permanent record, and we kind of lost track of that as we grew up. But what happens to people who are caught up in the criminal justice system, whether the juvenile version of it, the juvenile justice system or the adult system, is that things go on permanent records. And in particular, when we're talking about sex offenses, what happens is that we have this series of laws. The current version is Ohio's version of the Adam Walsh Act. Before that, it was our versions of Megan's Law that apply to juveniles as well as to adults. It's children who are charged with use of minor and nudity-oriented material, your basic child porn charge that is being brought against kids in the first instance here. Those are Tier 2 sex offenses under the Adam Walsh Act. These kids are subject to 20 years of registration, maybe, and that registration involves, yes, having their pictures up on websites with declarations, websites maintained by the government, that, with their photograph and declarations that this person did this thing, and all kinds of information about them being maintained. They have to register every 180 days with county sheriffs. Schools find out, jobs find out. This haunts me. This is not the prospect of the slap on the wrist, go ahead, don't do it again, learn your lesson. We're talking about things that can destroy lives to protect them. We don't want to destroy people in order to save them. That doesn't do us any good. Anyway, we're open to your questions in a general way.
Is that the kind of thing you want to see happen, or where kids who send to other kids, it would just be a first-degree misdemeanor, that it wouldn't be a felony?
I want to go further. I don't think it's a crime. I think the criminal justice system, the juvenile justice system, the courts should not be involved. Involve the courts when somebody has been affirmatively damaged and they want to sue. Involve the courts in the hypothetical cases we can make up, where somebody is truly forced into an action, or somebody is doing this not as what we're calling sexting, but in an affirmative effort to make money from selling his or her body off the. That's it. Those are different cases. Those aren't. Those issues, those things are not what we're talking about. That's not what sexting is. Those are separate issues, and the way you deal with those is a different set of answers for how you want to